Hello, Hosen, and those of you that are joining us uh, virtually for this Bodhi virtual gala. Um, I know, Hosen, that you and your community, that myself included, as part of your community, I think that we would all rather be together in person. And you know that this world pandemic has caused some interruptions in our daily flow and how we operate. And I guess now this marks the second year that we have joined together virtually. But I think it's important to say that I think there's instruction, I think there's messages, I think there's lessons um, embedded inside of this pandemic. And I wanted to just take a few minutes, Hosen, to join you, to join this community, to join our community, one that I feel like I'm very much a part of with the Bodhi. And I think to go back in time just a little bit and to think about collectively our ancestors, those who have passed on, those are coming, those unborn that are coming, those winged, the finned, the four-legged, the pollinators, the macroinvertebrates that are in our water, the air, all the plants. So all these entities that we share and have shared since the beginning of time. And if we think about this kind of going back in time, we have been together for a very long time. When we think about those four sacred directions, about the north, the south, the east, and the west, above us and below us, and we think about all that sacred ground and sacred water and even that sacred air that we breathe, that is so important to acknowledge, I think, because a lot of the work that we have done together, Hosen, between our Pueblo community and the Bodhi, and more specifically Flower Hill Institute, and the Bodhi and our collaborations. And when I think about that, and I think about all of our collective family and friends that we share, and those in our community, all those people that have passed through your doors, I know that when I look at the Bodhi with great admiration and great respect for the very important work that you have been doing here for a very long time, and our coexistence, as you know, we the Pueblo community, we too have been here for a very long time. So in our coexistence, I think that there is much work that we have done, and optimistically looking through the windshield about all the work we have to do together in the future. To be honest with you, I'm very excited about our work that we do collectively. When I look at the Bodhi, you feed people, and you don't just feed them the organic vegetables and produce that come from your land and all your hard work. You feed people and nourish them spiritually, emotionally, so well beyond the physical feeding of people, which is no question, you do that, and you do that with great elegance, you do it with humbleness, you do it with love, you do it with respect to just about anybody that comes to your door. And I think that is to be acknowledged and respected. And I think that our community acknowledges you, the Bodhi, and respects you, Bodhi, and your entire community. So, I think about this collective work that we do together in feeding people, and some of the emotional support that you give to the community, and the spiritual support that you give to the community in the form of your training, all your sacrifices that you make there, all of the ceremony that you hold there. You're not in this alone. We do this collectively. We do it together. Our ceremony that we conduct since the beginning of time and going forward, since time immemorial and going forward into the future, all of our ceremony collectively together is really important. I think during these times of trouble, of loss, we have lost here, but I think beyond the physical loss of our tribal members, who we will certainly miss, I think the loss sometimes, it's not so much the individual but the collective. The loss sometimes can be that of confidence, that of security, and wholeness, and our wellness, our mental health. So I think that goes well beyond the physical loss that we have experienced here in our community, and in our region, our state, these United States, and well beyond into our planet. But I think that we know with great confidence that the ceremony that we participate in collectively, you there, us here, collectively, we know there's sacrifice involved. We know there's prayer involved. We know there's commune with the spirit world involved. And I think that those are truly important, and if not the most important. It gives us back our comfort. It gives us back our confidence. It gives us back our trust between and amongst each other. I've seen kind of, the troubling part about some of this is some of the divisiveness in our communities, in our human sense. And I just think that there is more good than bad. I think that there is more good and positive things coming. So I think in terms of our messaging to each other, between and amongst each other, and even beyond our communication between and amongst each other, Hosen, and our communities, that we have established really good communication, good working relationships, good sharing of the good and the bad. I think that our message has to go beyond this valley and go beyond ourselves as two entities. I think we really have to share our messages of hope and encouragement, and share our resiliency that we have established, and really empowering people to have that belief and trust, that faith and confidence that there is more good in these challenging times than there is in terms of the negative forces that are out there. So I really think that we're going through some changes. Absolutely is clear. And I think those changes could be accepted with some humbleness, could be accepted as part of nature's way of growing new. And I really look forward, Hosen, and those in the Bodhi community that now are no longer friends, they're family. That we together as a family, as a community, we look forward together and know that we have each other in terms of reliance, and to be able to lean on, to be able to know that we have each other's backs as we move forward to better times and toward a brighter future. And I think that when we start thinking about those young people and those even unborn that are coming, the responsibility is really on us to remain resilient, to remain hopeful, to be encouraging and empowering to those that are coming. And the best way to do that, I think, is to treat each other that way today, is to treat each other with that same kind of hope, resilience, respect, and encouragement. And if we continue to greet each other, maintain each other, and to show each other those kinds of elements, that those coming behind us will see us communicating each other in that way, and they too will be able to do that. So I think the best way to teach the future is to be that today. So Hosen, with great respect, I'm sorry I'm not with you in person, but I'm always with you in spirit. And I want to share this message with you and the community that let's continue to be together. Let's continue to be hopeful. Let's continue to be resilient and encouraging of each other as we move forward. With great love and respect, Hosen, to you and your entire community, from our community here in the Pueblo of Jemez and at Flower Hill Institute, we wish you nothing but the best and in great success for all that you do. Thank you. That's all I can say simply is just thank you, Hosen, for being who you are and how you are. You certainly are a very bright light in this valley, and your work has not gone unnoticed. Thank you very much.